Jesus more.
So, my dear friends, we could say a lot of things about this gospel. It's very rich because it talks about temptation, it talks about forgiveness, it talks about faith. But because of time, we're going to just talk about faith this morning. Just to say that the apostles already believed in Jesus. They believed in him, that is why they followed him. But at this time, they're asking for an increase in faith. We can't increase in the belief that we have for somebody, or we can't increase in the belief in the Catholic Church. We believe that as Catholics, but we can increase in faith. So that makes a difference between belief and faith. Faith can grow, faith can increase, but belief is always, I believe in the Catholic Church, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, I believe in the intercession of a Blessed Mother. All that is important. But faith is something that can grow. And this morning I just wanted to talk about praying with faith, miracle working faith. Because we can pray about things. We can pray, especially when we are losing hope, and then we hope and we believe and we trust and we know that God is going to listen to us, but we don't really, it's not really firm. We just really guessing. Maybe God really wants to do that, he will do that. But there's something more that Jesus talks about today. He talks about a miracle working faith. If your faith is the size of a mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, be moved from here, and it will be done for you. In Mark's Gospel, chapter 9, verse 23, he says, nothing will be impossible for he who has faith. What is the faith I'm talking about? This is the faith which when you already believe that God has already given you this thing. You are praying for something and you know that God already has offered you that thing. And all you're doing through your prayer is to receive it. And miracle working faith is that faith which when you pray for, you already believe that you've received it even before you see it. Even before you sense that that thing has already come to you. In Hebrews chapter 11, it defines faith. It says, faith is the evidence of what is not seen. Of course, evidence is something that has to be seen. When we talk about evidence, it's a proof of something that we have to see. But faith is the evidence of faith is the evidence of what is not seen, the proof of what is not seen. Meaning that when we pray and we have that faith that Jesus talks about today in the gospel, we don't only believe that God is going to give us, or that God might give us, or that even God is giving us. We believe that we have already been given that. So the faith, which when we pray for something, we already begin to thank God in advance because we believe, we know that he is given us. That is the faith that can move mountains. The example of this you find in Mark's Gospel with this woman who had hemorrhage for 12 years. And she said, if only I can touch the cloak of my master, I will be healed. It did not depend on anything. It's not about is God is going to heal me or no. If I can do this, I will be healed. And when she came and she touched Jesus, she knew exactly that she was healed. She did not need any word from Jesus. She did not need any touch of Jesus. She did not need anything from the part of Jesus. But because of her faith, she said, if only I can touch the cloak of my master, I will be healed. And the moment she touched that, Jesus realized power had gone out of him. Now, this is the power that comes out of God from that faith. And that's why at the end Jesus says, go, daughter, your faith has healed you. Your faith has healed you. Mark in his gospel explains this very well. In Mark chapter 11, he says, have faith in God. And he says, truly I say to you, if you say to this mountain, be moved from here and be transferred there, and you do not doubt in your heart, you do not doubt anything, it will be done for you. And then it goes on to say that when we pray for something, let us believe that we've received it and it will be given to us. It's not a faith that says, I will receive it. It's not a faith that says that maybe God is going to give me, God might do that. No, it's a faith saying, I have already received this, even though I can't see it, I can't see it happen, but I believe that I have received it. And there are many people who have received their healing, physical, emotional, spiritual, not because they were being prayed over or anything, but because when they prayed, they believed in advance already that they have received it. In other words, they started even to thank God for what they have received that they do not even see, and that is faith. Faith is the evidence of what is not seen. They did not see it happen, they did not see any changes in their body or anything, but they already believed in advance that they have received, and they even started to thank God in advance of what He has done for them. That is faith. That is the faith that the apostles are asking for. It's not just believe. It's not just saying we believe in you. They say, no, increase our faith. That whenever we are praying, we already believe that we have received. The thing is that when we pray, we don't really totally surrender. It is not really about we are just really just pouring it out to God, but we still withhold a lot of things because we still feel that maybe God is not going to do it for us. And this faith calls for persistence in prayer, that we don't only pray and then we leave it because we don't see anything. We continuously pray, we continuously ask, we continuously seek, we continuously knock at that door of healing, the door of whatever thing we are asking for. And this is the faith that the apostles asked of Jesus today in the gospel. This is the faith that we all long to have. No, I don't, for me, I do not have it yet. I am still struggling to get to that point. Let us continue to ask God for that increase in faith, because with that faith, it doesn't matter what we are going through. We would always have peace because we know everything is in His hands. With that faith, we are not going to be afraid of anything because we know He's under control of everything. All we can do is to surrender totally and completely to Him and to say, Lord, I do not understand, but I trust that everything is in your hands. Let us therefore ask God through the intercession of Pope Saint Leon that he may increase our faith in Him.
Kiss us, Mother, kiss your children. Bring God's blessings from above. With your mantle blue enfold us in your gentle holy love. See the darkness dissipating, hear the trumpet echoing, Satan's rage